Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you stopped by today to see what I'm going to get into. And today I'm getting into a small but mighty, I'll explain, craft outlet haul. And if you notice my title, it said Back in Business, Woohoo! And that is because I was able to pick up a few 1524 wreath work forms. Now those forms have been out of stock for so long, and I finally was able to pick up 2 or 3 different colors. I haven't got plans for every one of them at this point in time, but I do have some ideas of things to do. I also think I have some other wreath forms in there that I've been waiting to get for quite a while. I'm going to take you down to the table and show you what I have and give you an idea of what I'm planning to do with it. And then I will give you the item number and the prices on all of these. I picked up forms, a couple of rolls of mesh, and I think just 1 roll of ribbon. I haven't even pulled anything out of the box. I have just opened it up so we can explore it together. So give me a second, I'll bring you down to the table and we'll see what we got for our craft outlet haul. Back in a bit. Okay, here I am down at the table. Now the first thing on my list is a 10-inch box wire wreath form, 10-inch round. And I ordered 5 of them. These have been out of stock forever. And these are the ones that I like to use to make the flowers with the poly burlap. Okay, they're box wire. They're kind of elevated in the middle. You can see how the elevation. And these were $2.50 a piece. Now, I cannot tell you for sure, but I don't believe they were over $2 previously. I think they were more like $1.95 or something like that. So I expect the prices have gone up because I think the shipping issues have created a bigger price for the craft outlet store. So I have 5 of these. And I'm going to plan to use one of them this coming Friday. And I have some mesh that I've had. I'll show it to you and give you a number again in case you didn't see it before. This is a poly burlap plaid. Okay? Now it has red, green, kind of a beige, and some brown with it. And this is poly burlap, 10 inches, and it is item number RP8141. RP8141. The color is cranberry, emerald, chocolate, natural, and cream. Okay, so here's the natural, and here's the cream. Chocolate, green, and red. So I'm planning to make a winter flower. So I'm going to be using this one along with this one. Now it seems like that's going to be kind of a dark flower, but that's okay because it's for winter time. It's not necessarily a Christmas flower. Julie over at Julie's Wreath Boutique made something like this. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. And she said she had been inspired by Nutcracker. Well, I don't really feel that inspiration. However, I do know that in the winter time, this is when the plaids came out. Don't you remember? Well, if you're my age, that's when our plaid wool skirts came out. And sometimes they were kilt skirts and sometimes they were just a regular wool skirt. And we'd wear them with either knee socks or I guess they call them like leggings now. I don't know what, I can't remember what they call them. But anyway, So plaid reminds me of winter. So we're going to be using this. Now the number on the brown is colored chocolate. Of course, that's the same color that's in this one. And it is RP810031. Now these two I don't have prices for because I got them on my last shipment. I think they're probably somewhere around between $7 and $9 a piece. Okay, so that's what we're going to be using Friday to make our wreath. Now the next thing I have on here is I'm going to take out one of these wreath forms. Look at this one. Is that a pretty color or what? Look at that purple. Now these are the 1524 wreath forms, and all of mine are work wreath forms, have the wide ties on them. And somebody asked me if there's a difference between these ties and the thin tinsel ties. And I have some of both, actually. And really, as far as working and the wreath form itself, there's no difference whatsoever. I have found that the tinsel ties, not this one, but the thin one, to me has a little more room on it to add ribbons and other embellishments. But this is such a pretty color. I just was getting what colors they had, and I'm going to enjoy it. This would be great for spring, Easter, obviously with the purple, but just a spring wreath. And this one was $6.25. In fact, almost all of the wreath forms were $6.25. I have got one tinsel wreath form in here, which was $1 cheaper, I think. So that's the purple. No plans at the immediate time. And another one I have is pink. Isn't that a pretty pink? Look at that. And that, of course, will make a beautiful spring wreath. So we'll look forward to spring wreaths. And in all honesty, this is when you need to be buying your supplies for spring. I mean, as far as Christmas goes, the supply I was looking for Christmas, they're all out. So you really have to be in advance of the season. We haven't even got to fall yet, and yet these are spring. Okay, and then I got this pretty blue, and this will make a nice summer wreath probably. Spring or summer. Now again, these oh, I'm sorry, I didn't give you the numbers. Let me just quickly go back and give you the numbers here. Okay, it's a purple one. It is item number XX748823. XX748823. And this is the $6.95. And this one says made in China, which is why these things are so far behind, because of the shipping issues from China. Okay, and the pink one, here we are, is XX748822. XX748822. I'm getting little pieces. Okay, now back to the blue. And the blue one, this is pretty. I have to think of some different color to use for this. Anybody have an idea on what kind of colors would look good with this? Let me know. XX748825. So these are all XX7488. But this one is 25. Okay? And then here is a tinsel wreath. And you can see the difference between the type of ties. They're the same thing, the same number of ties, the same exact wreath form, but just a thinner tie. But these ties to me have more room to make, to put things in. The others make it a little bit more elaborate. Okay, so this one is item number XX751126. XX751126. And this is a Tencel work wreath form metallic silver, and it was $5.75. Now, my living room at Christmas time is decorated in blues and silvers. My tree is. And I have plans to make a blue and silver wreath for that room. I made a blue and silver wreath last year, but I thought I'd make a new one. And I have two colors of blue here. These are from a previous haul. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. Okay. And in this haul, I picked up a silver. Now, the wreath I made last year, it was like more of a very light, almost whitey silver. So this will be a little bit more dramatic, I think. And I'm not sure which blue I'm going to use, or if I might use both of them. So that'll be for a Christmas wreath for my living room. Now, I gave you the number for this, and the number for my silver foil. This is Deco Poly Mesh, is, wait till the clock stops clocking. Okay, it is RE130126. RE130126. And this is 10-inch poly mesh roll, metallic silver, and it was $4.25. Okay? And it's and it has that metallic stripe all the way through it, you can see. All right. One more wreath form, red. Now, I think I have another red downstairs, but red is always one I can use because we use red for Christmas, you use red for Valentine's Day, and you use red for the patriotic wreaths. And I need to make a couple of new patriotic wreaths this coming year because the ones I have had, I've had out for a couple of years and they have become quite faded. I have one that is still good, but the others I've had to get rid of because I don't care. After a couple of years in the Florida sun, they're going to fade out. So we have this one, which is the same price. Let's just see. Yes, $6.95. XX748824. XX748824. So this will be for Christmas or one of the other red holidays. And now, couple of mesh. I have this one, just a plain red. And what I'm planning to do is to make a red with a red poof with multicolor ruffle and ribbons. And it will be like the green one I made, and I will insert that video link up there, up here, right up here somewhere. And if you don't see it here, check the description, I'll put it down there. I love the way that wreath came out. It is beautiful and bold and lovely. So I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Now the problem I have is that I cannot find the mesh I want to use for the ruffles at this point in time. I'll keep looking. And this item number is RE100224. RE100224. And it is 21 inches and it is 10 yards. You see, that plaid is a popular Christmas color, and it's sold out. The other one I got is this one, which is very pretty. This is an ombre mesh, and I love to use ombre meshes for bubble wreaths. So this is going to be used for a bubble wreath. And this one is number XB. Oh, I'm sorry, with the red mesh. Wait a minute, hold on. This red mesh, 21 inch, 575. Okay, 575. Okay, now the ombre mesh. This is number XB 993-17. XB 993-17. And again, this is 21 inches times 10 yards. And this was $9.50. Okay, your ombre meshes are always more expensive. But now this will take, to make a bubble wreath, the way I make it, it takes one whole row of 21 inch mesh, and it will take, I'll use the Dollar Tree form, which is $1. So if this was $9.50, did I say $9.50? Yes. In the Dollar Tree, it would cost me $10.50 plus the cost of how many pipe cleaners I use. So it's not expensive to make one of those wreaths for probably $12, including the pipe cleaners. You've got a beautiful bubble wreath. So we're going to be doing a bubble wreath for that. And then lastly, I got one ribbon. Didn't get too much ribbon. I have quite a bit of Christmas ribbon, and I'm still planning to go to Sam's or Costco and see what they've got. But I thought this was really pretty. This is the Christmas trees in the reds and greens. And I like this kind of ribbon. It makes beautiful ribbon ties, but it also makes nice bows because it's heavy. So this is the ribbon, and this ribbon was well, foxfire red, metallic silver, ribbon, $6.50, and this is a wired ribbon, and it is 2.5 inches wide, and I believe it's, oh, let's see here, it must say somewhere here, 10 yards. 10 yards. Okay, now the number, I think this is really pretty. I mean, you can use it on greens, on reds. Where am I? Here you go. Would that look pretty on this wreath? Look. With a red and green ruffle and these ribbons. Beautiful. Okay, so this one is number RGB 106027. RGB 106027. Very nice. Okay, so that's my haul. And I'm excited because of the wreath forms. These are so hard to come by. These especially. I haven't seen these 10-inch forms in a long time. Now, I won't use all of these probably for quite a while, but it's so nice to have them. So I think, like I said, woohoo, I'm back in business. Okay, let me bring you up. And I'm a little bit in the shadows here. There we go. There we go. So that's where I'm at right now. Friday, as I mentioned, we're going to be working on a winter flower wreath now that I have these 10-inch wreath forms. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to use for the center, so we'll figure that out and do it together on Friday. I'm thinking something more like wrapping one of the styrofoam pieces in rope, or maybe a brown center. I don't want to use like a bright orange center, obviously. I think I have a brown center downstairs, but we'll see. I think it might be too big for this particular wreath, but that's what we're going to work on Friday. And I'm going to use the same method that Julie did when she made her plaid wreath. So if you want to see that and get an idea of making those petals, you can go to her website and you look back. I'm not sure if it was last Christmas time or the year before, but I think it said Nutcracker inspired or something like that. And she certainly does a very good job of explaining, but we're going to have fun making one and get it ready for the wintertime because it's actually almost September 1st. I'm all decorated for fall, as you did see my fall house tour. If you didn't, I'll link that one down in the description box too. But we're going to work on Christmas now because I'm done with fall. So anyway, I will see you again on Friday to make our petal wreath, and then Sunday of this week we are going to start our new series of cooking, and it will be breakfast ideas, and I have some cute ones that I think you'll enjoy. Some that I think many of you may have tried, but I bet a lot of you haven't, and some that can be fun for kids to do too. So anyway, we'll see you again on Friday, and we'll make our petal wreath, and until then, I hope everybody stays safe. I hope you stay warm or cool, whichever you need. Pray for those who were affected by Ida, that they have the strength to come back and build again or get in. And of course, a lot of them can't even get into their homes at this point in time because of high water. But anyway, we will give them all prayers for their recovery. And I'm going to implore upon all of you to get your vaccine if you have not taken it. It's the best defense. And I know our hospitals are totally overwhelmed right now. They're just totally overwhelmed. We have 3 within very close driving distance here. And every day, because I have a scanner, I'm sure you've heard it go off, they're on rotation because they're all status red. So anytime an ambulance needs a hospital, they go on a rotating basis. Anyway, and anyhow, take the vaccine, wear your mask where appropriate, have a great afternoon, and everybody, play nice now. I'll see you Friday. Love you. Bye-bye.